Hey guys, what's up? Darcy here at 6 Strings 9 Lives. Back for the final batch number 4, the Iron Maiden reissues. Sorry for the delay, I was away for a while, but been itching to open these. They've been sitting here for a few days and I've been just kind of eager to get at it. So this covers off the last 4 Iron Maiden studio albums. So we have Dance of Death, A Matter of Life and Death, The Final Frontier, and The Book of Souls. All being remastered except for The Book of Souls. Didn't need to be remastered, so pretty new album, 2015. So, and this is the set with all the collectible figurines. So now finally we get to see what the Matter of Life and Death Eddie looks like. I have the other 3 sitting in front of me, so once we get to that, we'll take a quick look, and I think I'm going to try to pick a favorite, and maybe if you want to too, leave your favorite in the comments, of this set. So pretty cool. I do have my originals here to kind of compare these up to as far as, graphics, stuff like that. The first one we'll go with here is, first one, this is basically the second album with Bruce and Adrian back, 2003's Dance of Death. A really good album. Got some great tracks. Just a solid Iron Maiden album. So the big difference, well, it's not a big difference actually. So these digipacks are the exact same size as a regular CD. And so basically what happens is the picture is just a little bit more blown up. It's not pixelated or anything. It just looks great. It's only an inch bigger. So let's rip this one open and take a look. I will save these little hype stickers and put them inside after. I have not listened to any of these 4 yet, obviously. All right. So far in all the other 3 batches, the artwork has been, there's nothing's altered. It's all very true to the originals. And here we go. There's the inner. And there's the back cover. So this is exactly the same as the regular CD. Let's just check out this booklet here quickly. Oh, nice and thick. Yet very much true to the original for sure. Exactly the same. Nice stock paper. So, and Iron Maiden's good with including the lyrics and things like that. So that is pretty cool. And again, good album. There's the back shot of the booklet. There we go. So that we have Dance of Death first. We'll skip over Matter of Life and Death because that's the one with the figurine. So we'll take a look at that last. Next up, we'll have The Final Frontier. There's my original. So the only difference here is you got these little kind of Eddie skull alien crossbone. That's the only thing that's not on this one, but the backs are basically the same. And let's take a look at this one. So this is the 2010 release. And a lot of these newer, post 80s, post 90s albums, I really need to revisit a lot of these. I don't know them as well as the 80s. I know a lot of us are, around my age that are really stuck on those 80s albums, but there is good material on these newer albums, and especially these 4 that I'm showing you. So there's the cover. Nice red logo, a little bit distressed looking. Not my favorite depiction of Eddie. It's really not Eddie to me, and but it's a decent cover. I love the colors. I love the blues, the greens. And there is the inner. There's the inside, the disc. The discs are exactly the same as the originals. There's the original in the jewel case. And the back cover. So that is 2010's The Final Frontier. Really good digipacks. Like I've mentioned probably in all the other 3 videos that I did to do with these, you know what? I am a fan of these digipacks. They're they're good. They're very well made. And the booklets are excellent. So I'll just flip a couple of pages. So exactly the same as the original. So if you have the original, same thing. So that is the Final Frontier from 2010. Next up, so this is the only double, it's a double just like the actual regular one. So it's, we can hold it up against the Final Frontier. It is quite a bit thicker. And it's pretty cool because if you remember, you line all these up, the actual cover eddy is right here. So when you line up all 16 of these on your shelf, it's going to look pretty cool. Standard red Iron Maiden logo on each spine. So that's pretty cool. Let's take a look at Book of Souls. We'll just rip this open. All right, here we go. So this one is kind of like a gatefold. So here's the first part. You know what? The one thing I do want to say is this eddy, to me, compared to what we see in this batch, is probably the best eddy possible as far as the cover. It's kind of a return to a better eddy on the cover as far as I'm concerned. Dance of Death, not the greatest. You just got basically a very, not the greatest picture of Eddie underneath that hood. And then Matter of Life and Death is okay. Now, out of this batch, they picked Matter of Life and Death as the figurine because this one had already been done. This is probably the first out of, maybe this is where they got their idea for all 16 of these, but this was in North America. I don't know if about the rest of the world, but Book of Souls was the very first figurine released, I think, as a Walmart special, and very hard to get. I don't have it. I would sure love to find one of these, the boxes like this. Very hard to get, pricey. Anyways, I'll crack this open, and then we got both discs, just exactly like the original. And the original is only what, 4 years ago, so but they wanted to do the full 16, and no problem there. There it is. And you know what, I think these are, for me, I'm a bit of an Iron Maiden fanatic. I collect pretty much the vinyl, the CDs, figurines, excuse me, a set of comic books. They have these new I don't collect those Funko figures, but you know what, they're releasing those. They're releasing the first 4 right away, and I've pre-ordered those, so that'll be my first experience with the old Funko figures. So you have the original cover, like I'm spinning in the background, that Eddie. Killers, Number of the Beast, and Peace of Mind. All right, finally we get to look at this. Here's the box. Now, it's hard to get one of these through Amazon that isn't damaged. This one is perfect because it came in a box, not in an envelope. So, excuse me. And let's take a look at this one. Now, somebody had mentioned in the comment section that this is their favorite out of all 4. So, let's wait and see and go from there. Okay. Again, these are just, these are RCD sized. They're a CD sized box. And let's open this up and see what Eddie looks like. And it's a 1.24 scale Eddie. And a collector's patch in each one. And so far the patches have been great. If you do want to check out the other videos that I did on them, go ahead if you'd like. Now this is always a little bit tricky to get into. There we go. All right, very well packed inside here. As long as you can get this without getting it all, beat up. It's about as thin as a Kleenex box or facial tissue. All right, let's have a look at this patch first. there's the front cover. All right, there's the back. Oh, awesome. Okay, there is the patch right there. That's pretty cool. Probably one of my favorite patches so far. Okay, first let's take a look at the CD. Oh, this one's not sealed, so it's already ready to go. Like I said, this cover is, I get the whole war theme and everything like that, but this Eddie is just really, you know, it could have been a little better as far as I'm concerned, but not bad. It's, you know, it's a gray kind of grim war theme cover. Here is the center, or sorry, the center, I was going to say center ring, but there's the CD. There's the back cover. We'll take a quick look at the booklet. Standard booklet, the same as the original. There's Steve Harris, Adrian Smith. So the lyrics are all included. I mean, if you're an Iron Maiden fan, you already know these albums pretty well. The one thing I forgot to mention too is Virtual 11 was the first time that Iron Maiden took their logo and kind of sliced off. They sliced off the R, the N, the M, and the other N. So what you see here, it's all just even. And they did that for what? 1, 2, 4 albums. Final Frontier, Dance of Death, like I just showed you, Matter of Life and Death. And then finally, what I'm saying is in the Book of Souls, here we go. The R is back down, the N is back carried down, and the M, and then the N. So that compared to, you know, what I'm saying, I know that's super picky, but I do like the original Iron Maiden logo where there is continuation of these 4 letters. So anyways, a little bit of trivia or whatever you want to call it, but let's have a quick look here at this figurine. And looking at it already, it's pretty cool. And I had mentioned in my previous videos that obviously it's going to be a war-themed Eddie. You know, just like on the cover, they try to really stay true to the covers, and they do a good job too. So let's get this. So they're all in a base. So there is, focus that in. So that's pretty cool. His jacket's kind of just draped over him. Nice detail. You know, you got your army brown, green in there. A nice base. So there is that one. And that is the final piece to the studio reissue puzzle here. Let's do a quick recap here since we're here anyways. So there's the first one. Number of the Beast. Love that one. Great job. There's Fear of the Dark Eddie. Nice detail on that one. Out of the 4, I would say maybe not one of my favorites. But I mean, I love all the Eddies. But there's from batch 3, Somewhere in Time, Cyborg Eddie. And there's today's. So, you know what? Let me take a quick look here. I don't know. It's down to these 2 for me. I know how classic Number of the Beast Eddie is, but for me, I'm going to go with Cyborg Eddie. That's probably my favorite. They're all cool. Well, what does it matter? But anyways, I think that's the one. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in for these videos. It's just, you know, me being kind of an Iron Maiden geek. I love this kind of stuff, a little bit of collectibles. And like I said, check out those Funko, you know, those little figurines. I don't have any. I haven't collected any. So who knows? That might be the start of another whole adventure. But so they're doing the first 4 covers, so look them up. You know, if you have a comic book shop in your local area, or I'm not sure about Amazon or stuff like that, but go check it out. But thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And, you know, I'll have some new videos up here soon. Love chatting with you guys, talking a little bit of metal. And until next time, stay heavy.